Yo, what it dooski, Teddy Brewski? What's the deal, Shaquille O'Neal? What's the motherfucking word, Larry Bird? It's your boy Reactions. First and foremost, man, shout outs to the Most High, for giving us another day, breath in our lungs and all this and all that, roof over our head, food in our bellies and clothes on our back. Not my moistenites. But if you're new to the channel, man, hit that subscribe. We just reacting to King AK-47 live. If you fuck with Bull, go over to his channel. And we talking about this big meat situation, and it's getting diabolical. Let me just tap back in. And everything is for entertainment and educational purposes. I don't own the rights to this content. That's my disclaimer, and this is for fair use. Let's get it.
Just said on the other interview, after you ran off on Fidel Suarez, nigga, that nigga you keep saying is a good dude, and you ran off on him, you dumb ass nigga. I see why you keep saying he's a good dude.
Let's go, man. Hit that like button, man.
He ain't said that shit once, dog. What you mean he ain't said that shit once, nigga? You know how to read? Yes, the fuck he did, according to Tammy's. Picking that nigga up, picking her up, taking her out. And you know what's so fucked up? This is how you know.
This nigga know a lot of intel, don't he? Damn.
Tammy wasn't lying. Because Blue Da Vinci said he used to give the car to, now am I lying? 3,500 people get the lights up. Blue Da Vinci said he used to get Cuffy his brand new car to ride around and get meat. He said he didn't know that Tammy used to that Cuffy was picking up Tammy all the time. Did he say that or did he not?
That's a fact. He said that.
So that part of Tammy testimony, I believe. And she also said that this nigga used to call her, asking her for drugs, and can he give it? Did Blue Da Vinci, the type of one, if that's what Blue Da Vinci said? He said that he used to give Cuffy his car so he could ride around and vet meet your deal on the movie. He didn't know that Cuffy was driving around picking up Tammy all the time.
That's a fact. Allegedly. Yo, you know it's funny, this nigga, one nigga done reinvented his image. That boy done got the King AK got he chopped the bullshit dreads off, went back to the Caesar with the pushback hairline back here, and he has the fucking audacity. He gotta relax. He has the audacity to have a suede do-rag on. Reactions. Hit that like button, man.
Hey, 50, bro. Fuck this nigga Cuffy. Tread light with that bitch Tammy, bro. Because I think Cuffy and Blue on some bullshit lightweight. I think Cuffy wants somebody to blame. And I think Blue hating and orchestrated this shit. I'm telling you, bro. I know how to read. I know how to listen. I know how to all that. Bro, y'all got to make this make sense to me then.
In court that she's cooperating with the DEA to set Cuff up to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut. It doesn't get any simpler than this, man. You feel me?
Yeah, and that's mind-blowing in this.
When did he ever bring up that he was on the phone call with Tammy and an hour later, Meech called him and an hour later, the feds was on him? Did he ever mention, mind y'all, this is 7 months ago. Compared to that last interview we just heard.
That somebody without a criminal record or,
Is that all you do? Drink subscribers, donations? Yeah, my cash apps and shit, I pay with this. Them $10,000, $15,000 YouTube checks, I had no business with that. So yeah, the donations, They go to like little cigarettes, wine, liquor, because I could pay for it on my own.
When exploring new credit cards, you should know what you're getting into. With hundreds of offers, Credit Karma curates relevant...
Snap it on.
Yes, up, nigga.
You be able to do this. Now we know that you can work off your sentence and things of that sort.
I really think some of these people think I survive off donations. I don't survive off fucking donations, nigga. Donations, nigga. You remember your grandma had a change purse, you bitch ass nigga? Remember grandma always kept a little couple...
Yo, see, this is how you know something. You know what I mean? Like, it struck a nerve with you. Like, whoever said that, say you drink away, you smoke away all these cash apps, you know what I mean? So you want to get into all that. You feel me? Like, to prove that that's not a substantial amount of income. Like, what? Come on, AK, man. Don't make me go on you, dog. You don't want this smoke.
$dollars and some change in her change purse. This is my change purse, bitch ass nigga. I go with it instead of going to the bank or swiping my bank card or doing some shit like that. I just use donation money, nigga. Yeah, change purse, you hoe ass nigga.
Other red niggas do, but this is an individual who's never been in any type of trouble. She was a fucking secretary at some office or something in Atlanta. So she's not from the street. She's never been charged with anything.
Wow.
You feel me? So this shit was new to the judge that was overseeing this case. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and you're right. Stop pocket watching, man. Y'all, listen, this is why I keep doing this. Donate to the channel. Donate. Y'all like that cat? Fuck Super Chat. Like that cash up so I can keep shouting y'all out. And these hoe ass they keep mad. We covering content. I ain't said nothing about a donation in an hour. These niggas, is that all you do? Y'all be focused on how much money gets sent to me more than what the fuck I'm presenting to you. Damn.
You gotta realize, bro. You gotta realize that you say the shit more than you think you said. Or you insinuate shit. You do it. You got mad at me because I sent you $1. You was on that bitch thirsty for you. Yo, I'm at 400. My goal is I send you $1. You go diabolical on me. I'm Remo's Reactions TV. You know who I am. You feel me? And nigga went on a whole rant. Got you on my radar, buddy.
It hurt y'all that bad? I get 20s and 10s and 50s and 100s. That hurt y'all? That we be hitting $1,000, $500 gold donations? Why do it hurt you? You supposed to be happy seeing a nigga start from nothing. Even seeing people want to give that nigga some money. You should be happy. So guess what? I encourage everyone. You see that link in the comment section? You see this right, bitch? I'm gonna make it big for you, bitch. Yeah, real big right here. Yup, just to make you mad, motherfucker. Yup, it's the link in the comment section. Donate to the motherfucking channel. I'm reading off every cash app, bitch.
Say, wait a minute. Let me make this make sense. You mean to tell me that you signed up to be a DEA informant to set a guy up to give a kingpin a time cut, and the government is okay with this? This is what the magistrate judge said.
Shout out to La Stewart for the $5 cash app. I said shout out to La Stewart for the $5, nigga. I'm shouting out everyone, bitch. Real slow too.
In open court.
And now, briefly explain how that go into play with everything that happens with her and Keith Krummer. How that comes into play with your case.
Keith Krummer was the agent that started the case, but he tried to hide his hand. So the way that he hid his hand was he passed the case along to St. Louis DEA, who always had a bone to pick with me.
Okay.
So the reason why his hand, so the way that he hid his hand was he passed the case along to
With her and Keith Krummer, how that comes into play with your case.
Keith Krummer was the agent that started the case, but he tried to hide his hand.
Shout out to Rich for the $3 cash app. Shout out to Rich for the $3. Cuffy wrong. Keith Krummer, Beach didn't pass nothing to Keith Krummer. Keith Krummer overheard your conversations you was having when you called Tammy.
How you know, bro?
So the way that he hid his hand was he passed the case along to St. Louis DEA.
That's a lie.
Yo, how the fuck this nigga know, bro? Like he's adamant about, like, you acting like you there or some shit, my nigga. You acting like you had first-hand knowledge of that shit that he's saying is inaccurate. I don't give a fuck what you read, what paperwork. You know, I'm burping in your motherfucking face, pause, man. You know what I mean? Like, reactions, man. Like, come on, bro. You talking as if you have information. You have valid proof. Suede do-rag wearing.
Shout out to Rodney Salter for the $10. And Keith Krummer, Meach did not have nothing to do with Keith Krummer. So if Keith Krummer passed his hand, it ain't had nothing to do with Meach. Stick with Tammy with Meach, nigga.
Yeah, who always had a bone to pick with me.
Okay.
So the reason why he hid the case is...
Shout out to Rodney Salter for the $10 cash app. Shout out to Nof for the $10 cash app. Excuse me. Shout out to PayPal, Tequila Smith for the $4 PayPal, and shout out to 916 Air Code for the $10 Apple Pay. Nigga, I'm shouting out everything. And shout out to DeJuan Mason for the $25 Zelle. Pussy ass niggas. Keep hating, bitch. We making money, nigga.
Man, you happy as shit, dog. Like, good, you making money. All right, people fucking with you. But there's a difference when you begging this, you know, and people donate. You know, you be oversizing the shit, dude. Like, when you want to make money, man. I don't even put my Cash App up yet. It ain't that serious. The bread gonna be there if you thorough. It's gonna be there. Like, I don't tag none of my videos with Cash App. None of that. Like, I will. You got his Zelle up there. Like, you got everything. You going crazy. Like, damn. Why not, though? Shit, get your chicken, dude. Thirsty ass nigga.
They making it rain on the nigga. Shout out to Mucho Madness for the $1. And shout out to Be Nice for the $5, nigga. Shout out to False Somebody for the $10. Nigga. Hating ass niggas. Run that shit up.
And sent it down to the 8th Circuit, which is the St. Louis region, is because he had to try to hide his relationship. So the way that the relationship was brought to light was the Justice Department seized Tammy Cowan's phone. This is another thing that I found out, all the procedures that go and how you pay.
I thought the relationship was brought to light because Cuffy and his daughters and them did a private investigation. Shout out to Patrick Amore for the $1. Shout out to Demetrius Lachlan for the $5. Nigga, I thought Cuffy and them, how they uncovered this shit was that they did their own private investigation. Ain't happened.
An informant and such and so forth. But they seized her phone. So once an informant completes his case and your guy's indicted, they have to turn over their phones and any other equipment of communication. Once that happened, they saw what she thought that she erased pictures and the text message.
Shout out to Media Master for the $3. Cuffy just talking.
messages of her and Special Agent Keith Cromer. Pictures of them two in the bed naked. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Conversations back and forth. The Justice Department stopped my case to investigate Tammy Cowins and Special Agent Cromer, who was indicted and fired.
Hey, get out your goddamn nose, dog. Get the sugar bookers out your nose, beloved. Reactions, man. I'm fucking with you, Hoss, but stop digging up.
Oh, so he lost his job over that.
What? Yeah, that's criminal. Because you falsifying court sworn records.
Yeah, and I seen that shit went up. That shit went up some levels of court. That shit was like, they was almost like, I don't want to say they was having Supreme Court hearings on that shit, but that shit went up past regular court level.
Yes, it's very serious. A DEA agent can have no contact.
Keith Cromer got fired over that, and how serious of a offense.
Shout out to Jay for the dollar.
And that pretty much re-triggered your case. That brought.
Shout out to Marcel Pillow for the $5. You see how that ended at 15 minutes on the dot? They mad you did this before AK. Rack them up. Shout out to Red out for that $2. We already 300 in.
Your case back to life.
Well, I ain't gonna say it brought my case back to life. This happened before my conviction. This happened during my prosecution. While I was in the county jail, this was going on.
So okay, a little bit, cause I know if I'm confused by it, or if I was confused, cause I'm fully in tune now.
Pay attention.
But at one time I was confused. Explain your situation and your conviction, because most people would see it like, well, he pleaded guilty, so how
Well, we have to point to 97% of individuals in the feds are based on pleas.
okay? Yeah.
It basically boils down to you going to trial. You're not going to be viewed by your peers, and that's one of the biggest discrepancies from going to trial in the state courts. You feel me? So it's no way for you to have a 97% conviction rate unless the deck is stacked. So of course I did, and the other couple 100,000 people that's sitting in the feds with me right now also.
Yeah, and excuse me, it was some circumstances around that surrounding your co-defendant and statements that almost forced your hand with that, because
they did force my hand. When the government saw that their case was in trouble, they indicted me on 2 homicides.
So I'm gonna try to explain. I got a good friend that just came home from he was sentenced to 22 years and he got it cut to 11. But how he explained to me is how the feds work, and this is exactly what you're gonna explain. So when they indict you, they know that 98% of the people are convicted. Once you put in, like, you're gonna fight the case and you don't immediately cop out, that's when they come back and supersede you with multiple indictments and multiple different counts.
If they have the evidence, they first have to have the evidence.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, and now in your case, is that what happened with that situation? Did they kind of get you on one thing and come back when they noticed that you was going to fight it? They superseded
There you go. So when the case got in trouble, meaning that the agent and the government witness
Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, man.
When a sexual relationship was revealed, it's illegal, it's immoral, and it kills all credibility. The justice system that we have is based on credibility. That's what it's supposed to be based upon. It's based on credibility. You feel me? Your veracity.
Okay.
Your credibility. And once that is gone, then you can't bring a prosecution. Because now you have committed what's called outrageous government misconduct, which is grounds for
Y'all hearing what Cuffy break it down? He basically saying none of this shit that Meech and them did got him tired.
Reversal or vacature of the charge.
Wow. Wow, and that's the circumstances you're falling in under now. And
so, which means Cuffy is in jail for himself.
And I guess another thing we want to kind of briefly touch on is the ghost gun situation.
Yes. They use a theory called aiding and abetting. You feel me? And I tell the people all the time about the two tiers of justice we have in the federal system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and like.
So, yeah, well, but just basically, first of all, you going to trial, you won't be adjudicated or judged by juries or your peers. So if you were in Philadelphia, they not drawing the jury pool from the city of Philadelphia. They going in outskirts Pennsylvania. So you're gonna have 12, 16, 70-year-old white folks holding your faith in their hand when they've already came in with bias and prejudice of you and the people in the inner cities.
Before the case even started.
Before the case starts. That's the only way you can have a 97% conviction rate in the feds.
Yeah.
It's the only way. It's built-in bias and prejudice.
Yeah. So right now, I know we talked about a case, the United States versus Laura. And I pretty much explained the scenarios around that case because it's very, very similar to yours.
It's identical.
Okay.
Laura was a case out of New York, out of the Second Circuit. It went all the way to the Supreme Court. He had drug charges, which were the statutes are called 841 and 846 for conspiracy and intent to distribute. Your audience might be lost on these terms, but
this call was from a federal prison.
Very familiar with these terms. Laura also was charged with a 924C and a 924J. Based on discharging a firearm in furtherance of a drug trafficking crime. That's the first charge. That's a 924C. I'm gonna let you see the similarity, so you'll see the double jeopardy that's coming along. The second charge is a 924J, and that is discharging a firearm during the drug trafficking incident that results in death. So they both are discharging a firearm during drug trafficking. That's double jeopardy. That's stacking the deck. And they do that to just add more time to your situation.
So when they supersede you, this is the vindictive part of.
All right. Now remember, Cuffy filed a motion to suppress all his statements, right?
Need some CMOS, nigga.
And how the counsel for Mr. Safety Valve paperwork speaks louder than anyone's lies or twisted false truth. If someone from your crew debriefed or cooperated with the government, is that considered snitching? We don't know about this new generation, but in ours, that's a wrap. BMF co-founder Dexter Sosa Hussey would explain during the Vlad TV interview how the counsel for Mr. Safety Valve, also known as Blue Da Vinci, Marisha Luton, had written a book detailing how Burma McKnight acquired his safety valve and his willingness to share.
Lawyer said, yeah, if there was anything else that we could do, Your Honor, to help you along with this case, my client would be more than willing to cooperate with you all to help you in this investigation. Bottom line is, you didn't take the single plea. You went in and was giving them information on shit that they already had and thought it was cool, but you still, that was part of that. You just confirmed other shit that the other CIs just done told. Plus, you did a smack video prior to that was giving them the whole fucking play. They never knew nothing about it. That smack video was detrimental in
Yo, this is diabolical, man. Yeah, a piece of shit, but shout out to King AK-47, man. You know what Remo's Reactions TV, man. But yeah, this is good info, man. This is good content, you know what I mean? And this is now, you gotta relax. You just fucking gotta calm down. It's a must.
Now, who each person was.
Sosa never mixed words when speaking about the rat who was Blue Da Vinci, expressing that Barema was a sneaky dude and that he could tell that he was up to no good.
I told dude, look here, man. I'm gonna take that motherfucking gift. That's the one. That's what the money is. He said, no, just leave it here. And I was like, no, I ain't leaving it here because I know this little sneak motherfucker. He's about, man, let me show you how to get in it. I'm like, no, man, where the key gonna be at? All that shit, like, you gonna come back and get it. Next thing you know, we come back, the motherfucking truck goes. I said, man, I told you to let me keep that motherfucker. But in the back of my mind, I was thinking about this nigga Blue the whole time. Because that was a brand new truck. There's nobody know nothing was in that motherfucker. That was a brand spanking new truck. I was the only nigga in it. I took that truck on one run. Sure did.
Nobody else knew the code but you and dude.
Nobody else knew the code but me and dude. And the motherfucker that made the bitch. He showed me. Dude didn't know the code. I showed dude. And when I was showing dude how it worked, this nigga come out there, what's going on? Oh man, show me just in case I get back early. I was like, man, no. I said, I'm taking this motherfucker back to the spot. Because these them at that time, Blue and them, I wouldn't let them come to my house. They didn't even know where I stayed.
How long had that motherfucker been repoed?
What you mean?
That Hummer?
I got the paperwork on it. That
But how long had it been? Because the feds couldn't get in it.
Yeah, they had it 3 years. They had it 3 years. And then next thing you know, 3 years. And then next thing you know.
After admitting that he never trusted Barema McKnight and that he never knew where he lived, Sosa would tell a tale of Barema telling the federal government about the Hummer, its inner workings, taking a safety valve, and then coming home shortly after the seizure.
The feds came back twice. The first 2 times, and looking, they were seeing that something was in the limo, and then they came back a 3rd time and got it from him, and they found something in it. I was like, that's when Blue came in, motherfucking. That's what Blue told. Soon after Blue got out on safety valve.
Hold on, what's this white van you talking about?
This white van was just a regular old cargo van, just a regular cargo van, but it had a parcel name on the floor. It was just like for the city, so it wasn't no highway travel, wasn't no going down. It just had a parcel name in the floor, parcel property in the floor. You couldn't see it.
You see it had something in it?
Yeah, it had something in it. It was sitting there and shit. They was going after they was looking for the spot that they didn't even. They was looking for the whips because.
Sosa would waste no time letting the world know that Barema had cooperated and left no stone unturned sounding the alarm. Even going so far as to post paperwork from the case, as well as
this nigga Blue Da Vinci named Barema. Come on, man. A nigga Barema gonna tell, bro.
Testimony from the trial itself.
The court, Mr. McKnight. Come on up and stand behind the podium, if you would. Mr. McCusick, as he's coming up. Your Honor, I did leave one thing out. You had asked some of the other defendants whether or not they had cooperated. Mr. McKnight was one of the individuals WHO did attempt to cooperate. He was debriefed by the government, but basically he didn't know anything that was useful against the remaining defendants, so that happened before last week. IT was months ago, that debriefing. And then we did the safety valve one earlier this week. He would have liked to cooperate if he could, but unfortunately he did not really have any useful information. Within criminal history category I, defendant did not use violence, credible threats, or possess a firearm or other dangerous weapon in connection with the offense. The offense did not result in death of serious bodily injury to any person.
Man, what the fuck is this shit, man? That shit sounds crazy.
It was not the
Cuffy talk too fucking much, and nobody want to admit. If you with Team Cuffy, you're not going to admit that. Cuffy be all on them jail calls. Talk about he helped Meech get. I ain't heard a jail call yet from Meech, bro. When I hear it and it say something, I change my mind. But nigga Cuffy, he give me you just be talking, nigga. Why the fuck is you on that bitch talk about? Y'all show $1 million like the feds can't go backwards and be like, hold on, we got evidence that they just sold $1 million worth of drugs. Hold on, that's $1 million. Ain't no statute of limitation. Cuffy just be talking like a motherfucker.
27 years right now. You know what I'm saying? Because he's unintelligent, first of all. You feel me? But if the story plays the way he says it does, then he quite possibly is a rat. You feel me? Ain't no quite possibly to it, homeboy. But quite possibly. You feel me? Now, first of all, Blue Da Vinci conducted and narrated this whole shit, and I didn't like that. It was like he was guiding the play that they had already.
It's like he was guiding. I'm telling you, bro. Blue Da Vinci was guiding Cuffy. I don't think Cuffy know nothing for real. Cuffy know what his daughter telling him, Blue, and it just makes sense to Cuffy. It just makes sense, bro. I'm not dumb, bro. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid.
He made up. You see how they buddy on the phone? Yeah, what's up, big homie? Blue, how you do? Man, come on, man. It's a whole rap that told on J-Bo. J-Bo said he told on him. J-Bo from St. Louis. If y'all ain't from the same neighborhood, y'all from the same area. He told on a nigga from your area, all the way from California, homeboy, and you still cool with him. That's sketchy right there.
Yeah, Latanya. Shout out to Latanya.
Putting Meech out there as a rap.
Shout out to Latanya for that $10. We $180.
Come on, man, with this bullshit. Internet.
$80 away from 500, y'all. Like that
with a 27-year sentence based on Demetrius Flannery, who you know is Big Meech, and Tammy Collins, known in the paperwork as CS1. Now, I got a problem with that. You in there for 27 years for murder and shit. You feel me? They got shit to do with the narcotics. Nothing to do with that. You also in there because you're a dumbass. You likely kept the pistols that had bodies on them. Government witness bodies. You feel? From what I understand, it's supposed to be a witness body on one of them pistols or two. You feel me? So you in jail because you was a dumbass. You know what I'm saying? They should have never been able to find no guns with no bodies on them bitches. You know what I'm saying? Who do that? Everybody know how to break a gun anyway. You know what I'm saying? What else the nigga say?
This is all for entertainment.
And Tammy Collins, CS1. Yeah, okay, we got to that. We got to that.
Fair use.
Nah. So Tammy Collins signed up to be a DEA informant to get Demetrius Flannery a time cut. Plain and simple. That's not plain and simple, man. Where's that paperwork? Because yours don't say that. Where's that paperwork? Cam Capone asked, where can we find this?
Hey, this nigga, whoever this dude is, shout out to this, rewind what he said 30 seconds. That's all I was saying about the paperwork time cut shit. It don't say that shit nowhere.
It's a different perspective, man. Hold up.
Because if you're going to bring up what Tammy said, you got to bring up everything.
Nothing to do with that. You also in there because you're a dumbass. You likely kept the pistols that had bodies on them. Government witness bodies. You feel? From what I understand, it's supposed to be a witness body on one of them pistols.
He is not in jail from drugs. That's not. I just don't understand.
Or two. You feel me? So you in jail because you was a dumbass. You know what I'm saying? They should have never been able to find no guns with no bodies on them bitches. You know what I'm saying? Who do that? Everybody know how to break a gun anyway. You know what I'm saying? What else the nigga say? And Tammy Collins, CS1. Yeah, okay, we got to that. Nah. So Tammy Collins signed up to be a DEA informant to get Demetrius Flannery a time cut. Plain and simple. That's not plain and simple, man. Where's that paperwork? Because yours don't say that. Where's that paperwork? Cam Capone asked, where can we find this paperwork and this and that and the other? I went to where Blue Da Vinci said to go to. I still ain't found that Frank's hearing shit, because that's the Frank's hearing. You talking about in the Frank's hearing. She said that this and that and the other, blase, please. Your paperwork don't say shit like that. I have your paperwork, Cuff, and your paperwork said...
Shout out to Up for Debate TV.
That she adamantly denied that Big Meech had anything to do with this shit from the jump.
On his shit.
So where does it say that she said she signed up to do this and that in order to do this and that? That's what I want to know, homeboy. Somebody make that make sense.
Learn about crypto and get rewarded as you learn with Coinbase Learning Rewards. We've paid out over 100
in order to do this and that. That's what I want to know, homeboy. Somebody make that make sense if you can again. You know what I'm talking about? Let's flip the page on that. Cam Capone asks, how do you know and how did you come to how do you know this, and how did you come across this information when he's speaking about her taking a time cut for Big Meech or whatnot? He says, we were rewarded a Franks hearing. It's called U.S. versus Franks. U.S. versus Frank. What Frank hearing entails is that you're able to confront your accusers, be it agent or informants, just like a regular trial. She testified in court.
Shout out to Ox White for the $10. We $170 away, y'all. We $170 away. Let's get there.
Or that she became a government informant to get Demetrius Flannery a time cut. Where are those papers? This is a stenographer in every courtroom. Where's that Frank's hearing shit? And I'm sure that if I was trying to put on the front that he's trying to put on, and Blue Da Vinci is trying to paint the front that they trying to put on or whatnot, I'd have that Frank's hearing paper that shows that she said this and that and other. Y'all got every other piece of paperwork. Why that one missing?
Still digging.
Now I happen to have my phone right here, and in my phone it says the Frank's hearing is to challenge the validity of a warrant. See, that's why I said he likely has some.
This motherfucker still digging in his goddamn nose. Dude, go get a goddamn tissue, blow your shit, you congested. You need some sea moss, cuz. God damn. Stop digging in your fucking nose. Fucking goofy.
Guns with bodies on them bitches. You feel me? They challenging the validity of the warrant, trying to get the guns tossed. You feel me? When the case is already blown up. See, that's what I don't understand. The case is blown up. So how do Tammy and 50, not 50, fuck 50, but how do Tammy and Meech got anything to do with the 27-year sentence that he's serving?
Bruh, I've been saying this shit for 15 days. Shout out to this nigga. I've been saying this shit. I was the first blogger on here saying, from what I read, I don't know what the fuck Cuffy talking about, bruh. And instead of putting my feelings, because at first, I could admit, I was riding with Cuff months ago. But when I sat back about 2 weeks ago, and I went through, man, that shit took me like 30 minutes to read, bruh. It just exhausted. I said, what the fuck is Cuffy talking about? You not in jail for nothing that got nothing to do with none of that shit you talking about. At all.
If the case was blown up due to her sleeping with Agent Keith Cromer, her handling agent. Do that make sense? It might make sense to some of y'all, but it don't to me. Check this out, man. Why would they ask her why she became an informant anyway? That's one question. That's another question. Well, shout out to the notes, you know I'm got. Why would they ask her why did she sign up to become an informant? Wouldn't the judge object to some shit like that? I mean, it is what it is. We here, we doing this and this and that and the other thing. Second, she signed up to become a government informant to cook Terry White, which she had did. So that's Cap saying she signed up to do that shit to get Big Meech out. She did that shit because via the paperwork I read, she was unbeknownst to her, this Mr. White was laundering money through her.
And she tried to save herself, so that's
unbeknownst, man. This nigga said unbeknownst.
So she came up for
government informant to cook Terry White, which she had did. So that's Cap saying she signed up to do that shit to get Big Meech out. She did that shit because via the paperwork I read, she was unbeknownst to her, this Mr. White was laundering money through her.
And she tried to save herself, so that's what she came up for. Listen, I don't know if this nigga watched me, but I just had to play somebody. Somebody just sent me his messages like, AK, this nigga been saying what you said, fuck it. If they don't want to hear it from your mouth, play somebody else. I've been telling y'all every day. How the fuck did she become a federal informant to get Meech out if she was a federal informant with the Terry White shit? Sometimes you just gotta make shit make sense to a nigga like me. That's all I'm saying. And you ain't got to do it all the times. Just sometimes. Shout out to Heather Stanley for the $2. We $168 away. How did we get to she became a federal agent so she could help me get a time cut when she was doing it to help herself with Terry White? She been was one of them. What the fuck is we doing here? What is we doing? How are all? But I want to let y'all know though, and I'm not being funny. I'm being understanding. A lot of the niggas that I peep that's driving the big Meech Toes shit, what do they all have in common? They all older niggas. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. I'm gonna X my nigga Gang spit out because he just gonna ride with 50. He you know, ain't nothing wrong with that. But when it come to YouTubers that's like breaking down paperwork, reading the paperwork, ain't it funny how everybody that's riding with Cuffy and how everybody that's against Meech is all older? Shout out to Stephen Elliott for the $5. We $163 away. Every one of them. From Sean G to DC Blacks to all of them. They all old niggas. And I ain't dissing nobody in that. Shout out to CH Trey for the $2. We $161 away. And ain't it funny how every single one of them say they talk to Cuff and rock with Cuff? All of them. I'm on here saying fuck Cuff and Meech. I'm just being real. Every nigga that ride that saying Meech is a rat and believe Cuff, they all able to get a phone call from Cuff. They all clearly say, I'm riding with Cuffy on this. And how are they so older than me? How are they so wiser than me when they don't even see small shit like that? We ain't proved Meech no rat, bruh. All we proved was that Meech was in business with a government informant. That's it. And that's the same shit 50 Cent doing. Other than that, I don't see a paperwork that says United States of America versus the Meech's Flannery. I mean, these dudes know you can't rock like this. All these niggas say they been in the feds, they been in jail. When the fuck have the jail and fed niggas ever, unless this the new YouTube shit, ever ran with paperwork that's not the person's at all? I'm talking about everything that's attached to Meech say he ain't did shit. Everything that's attached to him. From the time cut shit. He got legal time cuts. And if he ain't get in trouble, he would have been out when T got out. T got out before him. I don't see nowhere where Meech said he admitted nothing. I don't see nowhere where Meech said, yeah, I was setting up Cuffy. I don't see shit. This third party shit got everybody mind twisted and they trying to fit it in. But I don't believe these niggas got history with figuring out third party shit. That ain't some old shit to where you just go have ultimate, yeah, I know he third party corroborate. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. I have my family in the feds. I got niggas in the feds, regular joint. Nigga, this third party shit wasn't no common thing. Like how niggas trying to be, yo, he third party corroborate. Nothing. And to this day, we still ain't even heard Tammy say shit.
Just because it's not a common thing, I'm gonna let him speak. Just because it's not a common thing doesn't mean it's not a thing. Pause. You know? People probably didn't know what the name of the shit was called. You know how niggas is, man. So to say that is like, all right. I don't take the validity out of it, whether it's true or not. Hit that like button, man.
It's like almost like because she took the stand. So Lil Woody can take the stand, be in all them interrogations and say, yeah, Thug did this, Thug did that. But because he got on the stand, basically what I'm trying to say is, if we said Woody got on the stand and lied, then why are we saying Tammy got on the stand and told the truth? Why? Why? It is a such thing as lying under oath. You can do that. Why the fuck is these grown ass, old ass niggas acting like you just cannot do that? Can somebody show me where meat's told on Cuffy? I will get on this bitch and cook that stupid looking motherfucker who can't read. Yeah, and I ain't on meat's side. The man can't even read. Nigga, if you can't read, I ain't rocking with you. Fuck. You can't even read. You read.
Yeah. No bullshit. Like, I ain't gonna say he can't read. I just think it was just like, that's a long time to be, in jail and shit like that. I mean, you never know what medication he takes, if he takes any. But something he definitely seems off. No disrespect. Not at all. But you gotta tighten up before you get on the internet, boy.
Drops and flashcards and all this stupid ass shit. That's before dishonor. Man, don't nobody give a fuck about all that meat. Bitch, talk. Fuck wrong with you? You can't talk. Say fuck Cuffy, nigga. Nigga, come harder than what you can.
Pause.
You can't do that. But even then, I ain't seen shit, man. So just because this bitch got on stand and said some little shit, we believe her, but it's coming from the same people who admitted that Woody lied on the courtroom. Make it make sense, bro.
See, I'm gonna keep it a bean. And my whole thing was, I'm not really interested in whether he snitched or not. I mean, that's what I don't care. Because the damage has already been done. Paperwork come out, brand still damaged. Deals have been lost. Millions of dollars have been just wiped away. So at this point, it really doesn't fucking make a difference. The lines have been crossed. But my thing was like, along with the snitching shit, how do you go with the man's agree to a welcome home show and do promo for a show that was never going to happen? I'm starting to think That could possibly have been one of them little burn moves. When Fifth said, how you want to do the show? You gotta be in at 6 o'clock. You want a welcome home party? 10% we good. You want a welcome home party? And you not be present in the building? Artists done flew down there, booked hotels, spent money, didn't charge you, and the shit get canceled 3 hours before it's supposed to start. That's diabolical. You gotta relax. Hit that like button. But I don't know, man. I'm not everybody, like all these drug dealers, old school drug kingpins. Everyone you hear about, they are tattletellers. You know, I'm gonna say all. Majority of the ones from New York. They praise a lot of people when they be super gangster reactions.
Make it make sense. So what? We just believe in sworn testimonies now all of a sudden from a rat maggot bitch? Can somebody show me where Meech agreed paper proof? Fuck Tammy saying he knew. I just want to see that. That's all I want to see.
Why'd he go over there? Why did Meech go over there with fucking Ross?
And if you can't show me, that's Cuffy and them dumbass fault.
Answer
that. Besides Cuffy telling us some paperwork exists when, nigga, you ain't even seen it. You said, I ain't even seen it. They won't let us see it. But you just know everything in it. But you never seen it because they won't allow you. But you know everything that resides on the pieces of paper. I don't know. I'm going to let this thing keep cooking for
business, which could have got her fucked up and jammed up in the end, and she had never been in any trouble before or whatnot. So she became a witness and helped them get him out of her organization and out of her life in order to keep herself safe and this and that and the other. Now, why she continued to work may be a different story. But that is why she signed up to be an informant. Blue says if she did, Blue says if he did it to get a time cut, then why he still did all that time in jail and didn't come home? He said that's what motherfuckers be saying to him. Dog says he never received a time cut because she had a sexual relationship with Special Agent Keith Cromer, her handling agent. So he never received the time cut. That means the case never went through. That's the end of it right there. I'm just going to keep going just for the fuck's sake. But that's the end of it right there. You feel me? He never received a time cut for nothing. You feel me? So what the fuck are we talking about here? The case is blown up because
nobody ever got in trouble. Nobody received a time cut. Only one motherfucker spoke. That's this bitch and a detective and some other detectives. They never called Meech to the stand. They never said nothing about Meech. They never called Suarez neither. Everybody keeps saying, well, how the fuck Meech ain't indicted? How the fuck Suarez ain't indicted? He the one delivering drugs. What the fuck is niggas? Who you talking to? Who the fuck you niggas talking to? Fuck Meech. Why Suarez ain't indicted? They got the man all on tap. He was delivering a truckload full of drugs. Cartel nigga. He met up with Cuffy. Excuse me. You know why Meech or Suarez didn't get indicted? Because Cromer fucked the case up. They would have been indicted until Cromer and Tab start fucking with each other. It's just that dumbass nigga was already in jail. That dumbass nigga had pending charges, and that dumbass nigga Rush for the Franks motions and all this shit. Everybody questioned, yo, why Meech didn't get indicted? But nobody questions how the fuck Suarez ain't get indicted. Not one time. Because, you know why? Because Cuffy says, yeah, that's a real nigga. They don't know why Cuffy saying he a real nigga. He's solid. Cuffy ran off on the plug on that nigga, according to the same bitch. So these older YouTubers ain't gonna say, oh, what about Suarez? Because as long as Cuffy say something, they gonna listen. My nigga, Suarez should be indicted as well. How the fuck is you no name in court talk about you dropping off truckloads of drugs? Truckloads. Then you call Tammy. Yo, so transaction done. And you still ain't go to jail. Or get indicted. Come on, y'all, we $160 away. Let's get there. I'm trying to make it make sense. I'm trying to make it make sense here. How you know he can read or write? Cause Jeanette, bitch, I said he can't, bitch. So shut the fuck up. So,
You know, it's like when you do shit like that shit irritates. Well, motherfucker asks you a question, you get mad. Oh, bullshit. Disrespect, you know. Man, at the end of the day, that's some whole ass shit, bro. I'm going to end this shit, man. Reactions, man. I'm going to do a part 2 on this clown ass shit, man. Hit that like button, subscribe.
I do got a question. Why Meech